everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Queen Blessing and it's a pleasure to have you here. If you're just joining me for the first time, thank you so much for joining me. And if you're a returning subscriber, it is absolutely fun to have you back here. So today I'll be talking to you guys about how I created this look. It's a soft glam everyday look, and again the bun, which is like the trending DIY like quick hairstyle you can do like in literally 5 to 10 minutes, is something I love to show you guys how I achieved this look, and I want you to watch till the end. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, then stick to the end, and don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel and share with your friends if you find this interesting. Also drop comments in the section below if you have new ideas or whatever you want to see me do in my videos. Please drop your comments down below and I'll be sure to respond to every single comment that I receive, okay? And don't forget to turn on the notification bell as well so that you don't miss any videos from me. For now, I'll be coming up with content twice a week, which is Wednesdays and Saturdays. So yeah, keep it in your timetable to spend some time with the Queen Blessing. Thank you so much. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runs into it and is saved. Proverbs 18 verse 10. Hi everyone. So first things first, I'm going to work on my hair. Today the look I'm trying to achieve is the high Afro Bun style, because that's like the easiest DIY hairstyle. Like I tell people, if you're just out of options and you don't know what hairstyle to rock, trust me, this is one that you want to try. So that's the first thing I'm going to do right now. The first step for me is to wash my hair. I already did that before coming to shoot this video. And then after that, I either, depending on what I'm doing, if I'm going out, then I leave it to, I have to use a blow dryer. But if I'm not going anywhere really, if there's no urgency, then I just usually just leave it to air dry. Now if it's, I usually like it's a bit damp, not too dry, not too damp, just somewhere in the middle. And then next thing I do is I go in with this Dark and Lovely anti-reversion cream serum. Yes, I got it from the beauty supply store. I can't remember how much now, but I've been using it for a while. And the reason why I use this when I want to create this look is because my hair is natural, as you can see, and it's pretty short, but it helps to give it like this stretched, relaxed look. That helps it keep it for longer. That's why I use this product. The next thing I'm going to use is this gel. It's extreme wetline gel. Oh my god, I love this gel so much, because each time I use this gel, it keeps my hair like intact for like 2-3 days. And usually when I even like go in with spray bottle and water and in the spray bottle and just try to do a touch up real quick, and then use my brush, go over it, it just looks like I just got it like installed all of a sudden, and everything just looks good. So that's why I just prefer like to use extreme. There are other good ones like Moco de Gorilla, of course, and got to be good, but I've been trying this one lately for my natural bun Updo style, and it's been working perfectly. And another trick that I use to make sure that I put my hair all up in the bun is to use thread. I just use the regular thread that you use for making your wig, sorry, or normal stitch. I just put it like double or triple the thread to make it thick enough, and then I'll just use it to put my hair in the bun, as you'll see shortly. So the first thing I'm going to do is to get my hair up in the bun. So we'll take this off, and then I usually just like to go over it. Now this might be a bit painful, so but if you, I just do it because it works for me. So I pull it to the back like so, and then I start to pull. Now if you, like I said, if you don't have the head for this, please don't do this, because but I do it anyway.
So I just pull it up like so. It works for me, like, because my hair is short, so this is like the quickest way I can get my hair up in a bun. So I keep pulling, as you can see. So I just take the rope or the thread rather and just go around.
So my hair is in the bun already. Most times when I feel like it's too tight, I just do like tug on it a bit around the perimeter. So yeah. So next thing I'm going to do right now is to go in with my gel. I'm going to use this brush. So I'm just going to apply it all over. I usually like to use this at the back because my hair at the back is kind of is shorter than the one in front, so I just use this serum mainly at the back, and it helps my hair to sleep. I don't know if you can see that, but it does help my hair. Like the back is slicked up already. I hope you can see. Okay, I'm still going to put some at the edges, the front. Yeah, so that's what it's looking like already. I'll go ahead and scarf it for a little while just to make it like stay slicked for longer. So while I wait for my hair to set, I'm just going to jump right into my makeup look. Okay, so the first thing I do is to moisturize my face. Like that is like the most important thing everybody should do, like moisturize your face, and if possible use a sunscreen depending on the weather, because it's always important to protect your skin. So I'm going to go in with this Smashbox photo finish primerizer. That's what it's called. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a sample size because I got it from my Glam bag. So I'm just going to try that out right now. It's actually a 2-in-1. It's a primer plus moisturizer in one, and it has hydrochloric acid and, oh my lord, that's so difficult to pronounce. So yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm just trying for the very first time, and this is the texture, the consistency. It's kind of watery though. So I'm just going to apply it all over my face. I'll leave it to dry for a bit. I usually like to go all over, like everywhere. My eyes, under my eyes. It just helps to keep your skin, you know, feeling fresh, and just protects your skin from all the external, you know what I mean, products that you're going to apply to your skin. All right, so I'm just going to wait for that to dry. And then next thing, I usually like to go in with my foundation first, because just to give me like a flawless should I call like a base to work with. And today the foundation I'm going to be using is by Milani, the 2-in-1 foundation plus concealer product. That's the one I'm going to use. But first of all, I'm going to go in with my Pro Concealer in orange to help with every discoloration I have, like the dark circles and everything, because it helps to just, you know, conceal all those things we don't want people to see. So I'm just going to go right in and apply just a little, not too much, because although I do have dark spots, they're not as pronounced as they're not that bad. I could actually do without them because the Milani foundation is already very, you know, conceals like everything, but I just like to use this to cover up for that extra flawless finish. To go in with my beauty blender and just blend in everything like so. By the time I blend this in, I'll be able to go over with my foundation. I know some people prefer to start theirs, you know, just doing the concealer and every other thing, draw the brows. Well, I just started using this method recently and it's been working well for me. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Remember that you always have to damp your beauty blender to make it work effectively for you. So next thing, I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm using the Amber. That's the shade I'm using, Amber. So I'm just going to dab it all over my face. This is how I like to apply mine. So I'm just putting it all over, like I said. I do this, I try to apply it on my skin because I don't want to, you know, put too much product. And if I put it directly on the beauty blender, then I feel like the beauty blender just absorbs all the product. So I usually just like to use my fingers to dab it all over my face, and then I go with my beauty blender. Now you know that the beauty blender like gives that perfect finish. I'm not a big fan of using brushes. I know that there are a lot of great brushes out there, but I just got so comfortable using, you know, the beauty blender to blend in my foundation. And since it works for me, I've just decided to stick with it. So blend, 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 blend. Make sure that the product, you know, using the tapping method, you get everything in. And then you want to make sure that, you know, you bring it down all the way to your, under your chin and your neck, because you don't want to have two different shades. But if you get a perfect shade, then you won't have that problem at all. So I just blend here, make sure that, you know, everywhere it's covered like so. Now for me, I have a perfect, you know, base to work with. And then the next thing I'll do is to bake my Sasha buttercup setting powder. Yes, that's what it's called. And then with this wedge, and I'm going to bake under my eyes. That's why I usually like to bake the most, like so. And another reason why I like to do this is because it helps me to, when I finish applying my eyeshadow, in case if I have anyone, you know, fall off, it just falls off on the powder while I bake. So I just go in like so, apply it. I usually like to do it to the edge, the corner of my face, and then I like to also apply a little here as well, just to help with my contouring and highlights when I'm done later on. And then my forehead, for my lips, like so, and under my chin here. So yeah. So now that I've done this, I'm going to go straight into applying my eyeshadow. Now I usually like, lately I've just been loving this one eyeshadow kind of look. So but today I'm going to just start off with my my palette. I'm just going to rub all over my eyelid. I usually use primer for the base, but these days I've just been using a lot of concealer instead. By the time I apply my concealer, it just serves as my primer, and that works for me. So I'm going to go in with this brown shade over here, this one, and apply it all over my eyelid, so that serves as the base. Now because I have the concealer there already, it just helps the color to pop. Okay, like so. And then I just keep applying it to the other base as well. Oh sorry, other eyelid as well. So I'm just going to keep blending it in. Okay, and I tried to bring it to the outer corner as well, just a little. So that's the base I have that I'm working with. So next thing, I'm going to use this bang. It's actually a blush, because I've been trying out a lot of things these days. Like I use blush as my eyeshadow, I use eyeshadow as my blush. Like I just try out stuff. So I got this one as well for my Ipsy Glam bag, and this is the Bang Beauty. It's a blush, but I just love the color. It's highly pigmented. I really don't even know if this is a blush, because it just looks like eyeshadow to me. I don't know if you guys can see it, so that's why I use. So I'm going to just put that all over my my lid as well. Okay, I'll just go in like so. Ooh, can you guys see how pigmented that is? Like, a little of this goes a long way. I love this blush a lot. And I don't know if I can even use this as a blush. I feel like it's just going to be too much, which is why I decided to convert it to, you know, my eyeshadow, because I just felt like, I hope these guys don't make a mistake calling this a blush. But you can see how pigmented that is. I love this color. So I'm going to go in as well to my other eyes and just blend it in. Okay, like so. Alright, and then I just try to play around the crease area when I'm doing this one color look. I just play around the crease area. So the base color that I used from the e.l.f. palette already serves like the, you know, 2-in-1 look for me. So I just blend in some more. Okay, let me just apply a little more to this area. I usually like the middle of the eyes really dense, so I'll just keep dabbing it in like so. Remember, I didn't use any primer for this area because I already used my concealer, and trust me, with the concealer your eyes just pops already. So the next thing I'm going to do is to go in with this e.l.f. baked eyeshadow. I just want to add a little bit of should I call it color now, or flair to it. I just, you know, I'm going to use it at the outer corner. And at the top, because I really don't want it to just be all brown, so just to add a little color. Alright, you can see they were forming like a glow patty on my face already. Alright, so next thing is I'm gonna draw my my brow. Usually I just use my spoolie, just, you know, brush it out as much as I can. I already shaped it so, you know, the style I want. I usually like it a little bit of arch. So I'll be going in with my pencil. Make sure it's properly sharpened, because if it's not sharpened, then you're not going to get the kind of result you want. So I just go with my brow pencil and start to draw from. It was too sharpened, so. So I already sharpened it, and that's the look I'm going for today. And then I'm just going to do the same thing over here. I mean, the whole idea is for you to make sure that you fill up every area that you barely have enough, you know, natural brows to fill up. Usually I try my best to make it look as even as possible, but you know how they tease that they're twin sisters. They just complement each other, so I don't worry too much about my brow, because I know I can always use my concealer to, you know, to perfect the look. Already this looks like it's higher than the other one, so I'm just going to go in again and just do this. Alright, so when I'm done, I still go in with my spoolie one more time and then brush out all the harsh lines and excesses that might be there before I apply my concealer, so I know what I'm working with. Like so. Okay, already I see a double line here, so I'm going to fine-tune that. And then with an angled brush, this is the one I'll be using, I'll go in with my concealer to clean up all the areas that are not representing. So I just go in easy. And this is why I love the concealer a lot, because it just helps to, you know, it just, like, how will I put it now, like, it just, should I say, like, keeps your secrets. Like, it just helps you to, gives you this finished look, like you know what you're doing even when you don't know what you're doing. And that's why I really like concealer. I know some people don't even bother with, like, the pros don't bother with touching up the top, but I still do, because I just want it very clean and sharp. Okay, so yeah, that is done. On to the next one. To apply more product because it's drying up, and you really need to do this fast, because if you don't, you're going to, your makeup is going to dry up on you, especially the LA Girl Pro Concealer. It dries up real fast, so you want to make sure that you're doing it as quickly as possible. Okay, so I'm going to go over it like so, just to make sure that it is perfect. Okay, so never mind if it's not so, you know, like popping the way you would want to. You can always just go in with your beauty blender. So next thing I'm going to do is to go on my beauty blender, the small one, and just dab over it. So yeah, my brows are ready. I'm going to set it with this Rimmel Brow This Way clear gel. It helps to just keep it intact like so. So that way you have no worries about it cleaning up or anything. I don't even bother. Once I put this over my brow, then I'm good to go, like the whole day. And then it just gives like a flawless finish to your brow as well, especially for those who are like beginners to makeup. This really helps. I'm just going to touch up with the base eyeshadow again, just the brush, just to cover up all the areas that are not, that the concealer might have cleaned up. And then I'll go over with the e.l.f. eyeshadow just to add some glow to the top of my brow like so, and to help to define it further. And then the next thing will be to use my eyeliner. I'm using this ink liner, liquid liner by L'Oreal. So that's what I'll be going in with right now. Usually I just use my index finger and just pull across like so. I'm usually very careful with this. I know people have different methods, but this is what works for me. So when I do that, then I come in this way. And then I pull it out as much as I want to, and then try to fill up. Okay.
So I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Now, the funny thing is, the way I draw my right eye is totally different from the way I do the right one. But this is what works for me. Okay, so to achieve the same angle that I got, I just do this, draw it out, and then I fill up. Like so. So, yeah. I know that this is like one of the difficult things to do when you're playing your makeup, like getting the pads, the wing liner. Oh my god, it's such a struggle. But we make it work somehow. So like I said, I'm not a pro, I'm just someone who loves all these things, so I just do the best I can, so don't judge me.
So if you apply your liner and you feel like it's maybe too much, or you don't like it, or it's not equal or something, you can always go in with your concealer to clean up like any areas that you feel like it's not sharp enough. You can always use your concealer to clean up, like so. Thank God for concealers. So I'm going to go in my beauty blender to blend off that area, and then apply my wedge. I still have some powder there, and then just use it to bake around that area too, just to clean it up. So next thing, I'm going to go in with my lashes. So I'm going to go in with the lashes by LA Color Dramatic Lash. I just saw it and I decided to try it, so I'm going to fix that now. So before I apply the lashes, I'm just going to go ahead and use mascara to like define to stretch out my natural lashes, so that I can blend properly with the false lashes. So I'm using the e.l.f. Skinny Lash mascara. I usually like to use this for my lower lashes, but when I want to like really stretch out my natural lashes, then I just use it as well before fixing my false lashes. I'm just doing it the best way I can, wiggling it. You have to wiggle it, so that way every single strand, every lash comes out. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye. Like so. And wiggle it in between. Okay. Okay. So I really take my time with this because, like I said, I want to make sure that every single lash is out there, ready to receive the lashes that I'm about to put on it. So I'm also going to go in with the Falsies Push-Up Drama Mascara by Maybelline. This is also one of my favorites. So I'm just going to go in and wiggle. Now this makes a world of difference. But I try not to make my lashes too thick so that the falsies can stick to my lashes with ease. Okay, so I'll just leave it to dry for a minute. Meanwhile, my lashes already glued down, so I'm just going to pick it one after the other. You have to wait for it to be tacky before you apply it, because you need to apply it gently. So I usually use this angled brush, angled tweezer, to place it gently over my natural lash. Okay, so I look down, push my mirror down, and then I go over it like so. I try to position it in the middle first, and then I go ahead and stick it over. And then I use the same angled brush to press it down, like so. So I have that in. And then I'm going to go in with the second one. Usually it's always advisable that you measure your eyelash, like the line, to make sure that the lashes is not too long, because if it is, sometimes like this one is kind of long and I pushed it way to the corner of my eye, so it looks like it's not really like sitting as it should, but I've been able to, you know, keep it in. So always make sure you do that before applying your lashes, okay? So I'm going to go in with the second one, making sure that it is tacky enough so that it sticks properly. So I'm going to like look down into my mirror and then make sure that I catch the middle and stick it in the middle, like so.
Okay. So now that I have it, I'm going to press it again, like I did with the previous one, to make sure that it's secured. Oh, yeah.
I have our lashes. So next thing, I'm sure I'm over baked by now, so I'm just going to go over and brush off the powder from my face. But before I do that, real quick, let me apply my liner, the lower liner. I usually just do that to make sure that my eyes, you know, just pops. So I just go in like so. And this is why I usually like to have my powder at the base, because it just helps me with all these, you know, little mistakes here and there. It just helps to prevent it. So that's why I keep the powder for longer. And then next thing I'm going to do is also to go in with my skinny mascara for my lower lash line. Okay, so if you can wiggle it, but make sure you're careful, because this is the part where it just goes ahead and stains all your hard work. Okay, so I'm going to take the risk and I'm going to go in with my Push Up Drama mascara, just as gently as I can. Now, because I already used the skinny mascara, it just helps to make applying with a bigger one easier. Yeah, so I think I already, and you can see that I was already going to make a mistake there, so I'm just going to go with my skinny mascara again and see if I can use that to rectify that. Yeah, so there you have it. So I'm going to go with my fluffy brush, and then what I do at this point is that I use like this Black Radiance pressed powder to dust off like the excess powder from the baking, the previous one that we've done. So now you can see, because I baked for a minute, it's still lingering all over my face. Well, that's okay. So I'll go with a smaller brush for under my eye, just to clean up all those areas, like so. Okay. So next thing, I'm going to go in as well with my Black Radiance powder as well. This is in coffee. I put out the entire sticker. I use this to contour, so I'm just going to go in lightly because I don't want it too dark. Well, I usually prefer to use powder because it just works best for me.
So I use it like a bronzer. So nothing so major. And then I apply some my temple, like so. And then I'm my jawline, just a little.
Like so. Okay, and then for my nose, just to contour my nose a little, not so much because I don't like it when it's too obvious and too dramatic, so I just draw it. So I go in and just blend in. Like so. And then I always try to like link it up with my brow. Okay. So once I'm done with that, I just go over with my big powder brush all over, just to make sure that I get rid of every harsh line and everything blends in nicely. And then I go in just with one like a little splash, just for the sake of it, of my setting spray. So the next thing I do is I go in with my blush and my highlighter. So the blush I'll be using today is by Lottie London. It's called Blush Crush in Zac. I also got this for my Glam bag for the month, and that is the shade of pink. I want this color because it kind of complements the eyeshadow. I usually like to match like my eyeshadow and my blush, like that is just what tickles my fancy. So this is like a sample size that came in the mail, and I'm just going to try that and go ahead with my blush brush and give a cute smile, like so. So you can see that the color kind of complements my eyeshadow. I really love applying blush because it just adds color to the face. And don't worry if you apply and it feels like it's a lot, all you can do is just go in with your powder brush and just stuff a little over it. It just helps to reduce, you know, quantity that you might have applied. And last but not the least, hopefully, yes, I guess, to the fun part, I'll be using this highlighter, Perfection highlighter by NK Makeup. If you check my previous video, you would see that I used the 24 karat gold one. This one is Sandstone, so I'm trying out Sandstone today. And girl, this thing looks like it's the bomb. Let's see it. Ooh. Okay. I love it. Oh yes. What you ladies think? I think this is gorgeous. Oh yes. I love this color. So I'm going to go over the bridge of my nose, like so, not so much because this color isn't exactly gold, so I don't want to use too much so I don't look funny. And then I apply just a little over there just because I'm extra. Not so much, but just a little. I just like to get some glow. Like I said, if it's too much, I just apply my what's it called, my powder. It just is my powder brush to like go over it. I also like to use my fingers to like dab a little over my lips. so. Like when I use like the gold ones, it really comes out lovely. Like, so I usually just love to do this. The lip color I'll be using today, I'll be combining two colors just for that girly effect. I'll be using this matte lipstick in Rosy Pink by Ruby Kisses. I'm going to go over with my lip gloss. This is my first time of using this. I've not used it before. And the applicator looks kind of different. I think it's pretty. What do you guys think? Do you usually like your lip do you prefer matte or gloss? Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, so that's what it's looking like. So I'm gonna go in with my NYX matte finish setting spray. That was what I used the first time, so I'm just going to go over it one more time. And then I usually like to go in with my e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Spray for the areas where I applied my highlighter, like so. Now that's the fun part. So while we wait for this to like set, I'm going to go ahead and apply my bun. And this is the one I'm using is by New Bun Free, and it's called Effie large size Afro Puff. Yes, it's not a new one. I've been using it for a while, but usually when I take it off, I just put it back in the pack and with a mesh, because it helps to keep the style and the color of the style of the, you know, the bun. I did the same thing with my wigs as well, because it just helps to keep the integrity. So usually I just like to use my hand to like fluff it. I particularly like this one because it's super soft and light. So I'll take off the scarf. I believe my hair should have set by now. Ooh, that's what we're looking like. It comes with 2 combs, so I'm just going to go right in like so, and then put the other one at the back like so. So I'll use the drawstring to pull it together, and then I usually use this and just go around for extra security, and then I just tuck it in at the back, and yeah, that's what she looks like. This is what we're looking at. What do you ladies think? I think it's beautiful. I will show you the back of what the back looks like and why I totally recommend the Dark and Lovely anti-reversion cream. It's really good. It helps me because you wouldn't even know like I'm natural if I don't tell you. So let me just show you the back. That's what it looks like at the back. And this is the front. So what do you think? How would you rate my look? Do you love it? Do you like it? I think I look amazing. So if you need like a glam look, everyday look that you won't break the bank and you still want to look popping, then this is one I'll totally recommend. The Afro Bun and very beautiful bright eyed makeup would make a world of difference, and then you will look popping wherever you go. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed creating it for you guys. Thank you so much for taking our time to watch this video. If you if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if it's the first time joining me, thank you so much for joining me. Also hit the notification button so that you can always get notification each time I have a new video. And yeah, see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.